At Mental4Moto, our mission is to give the unsung heroes of Aussie motocross a voice. From grassroots racing right through to the biggest events in the country, sharing the stories you won't hear anywhere else. If you're interested in the advertising packages that we have available, or just want to show your support, please check out our website, www.mental4moto.com, and we can tailor a package to suit your needs. Now, let's get on with the show.
There were times I was lost, dark had fear, couldn't see through the rain. In the end it was clear, hit the fan. I was more than one man who was there to lend a hand. Together we'd stand, always had my back, my guardian soldier. Team put together, united we conquer. Blessed is he who in the name of charity carry me when I'm weak straight through the valley of darkness. Pitch blackness, the heartless, regardless, fear couldn't part us. Thick and thin, there by my side. At times we collide, but in the end we ride. Thick and thin, there by my side. At times we collide, but in the end we ride. We ride, ride.
Welcome back, Moto fans. This episode of the VJMX review show is brought to you by Danacon Glass and Aluminium Windows. So a massive thanks to Timmy and Coop Dog Danaher for getting behind us for this episode. If you'd like to help out by sponsoring a show, please shoot me a DM and check out the options we have available. And as always, a big thanks to our partners here at Mental4Moto, Fastline Suspension, Southeast Pools, Iro Helmets, Ultimate Toy Haulers, and the May sponsor of the Mental4Moto Motocross and Supercross wall calendars, Civ Elite Civil Construction. Now, with round 3 of the Junior Victorian Motocross Championship just a couple of sleeps away, I'd like to welcome my co-host to recap the action from round 2 at Traralgon and maybe have a bit of a chat about what we might expect at Horsham this coming weekend. Kenny Watts, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me again, Pete. It's an absolute pleasure.
How was your weekend at Traralgon? It was a few weeks ago now, but how was it from your perspective on the microphone?
Yeah, mate, I do enjoy going to Traralgon. You know, we, Motocross Management, paid our respects to our soldiers and done our minute silence and had the Traralgon band come and play the last post for us, and Jared spoke the ode, and it was amazing the respect that the kids and the families and everything else paid. Like, you could have heard a pin drop there. It was very eerie, and it gives you that tingling feeling down your back, you know. So I'm grateful for the respect that everybody showed. Yeah, we're doing what we love because of them, so that's good.
Yeah, it was a great tribute for Anzac Day, and really well done as well.
Mate, I had a great weekend at Traralgon, so it seemed to go off well there, which is good.
Yeah, it was an epic weekend. It was a little bit warmer than expected. We had 326 class entries, so the riders showed up, which was awesome. The Junior Championship this year is just off its head. And one thing I noticed again was the number of interstate riders is just unbelievable at the moment.
Yeah, getting good support. I think the format we run works out, and the race lengths are pretty close to, if not mirror, the Aussie Juniors. So we're giving what people like, I think, which is good.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, I mean, with, the economic situation right now, the cost of fuel, to see people making the effort to travel interstate and turn up to these races, like, what is it that brings them, do you think, to make that commitment? Because it is a huge commitment.
Well, you can't get the atmosphere that I created at your home track. You've got to come to a Vic title and listen to some of the crap that I talk over the microphone. I don't know, Pete. It's just a good atmosphere. There's some good competition. We run graded races, so kids of getting into the sport aren't racing Australia's best riders. They're back in their grades and feeling comfortable racing at that level. I think that does help, I reckon.
Yeah. One thing I did want to ask is with the girls' class, there were 6 riders. Why didn't they end up, isn't it 6 riders to constitute a class, or am I wrong there?
Yeah, it constitutes a class, but we still have the right to combine them, and the girls actually enjoy riding with the C-grade 125 boys. Yep. So it's a little bit of balance and a little bit of yeah, when you start a series doing one thing which was less, and then you sort of, that sets the guidelines that you run the rest of the series to be honest. So
Yeah. Oh, I just
yeah,
thought it may, I know that some of those girls love racing with the boys, but I thought for the ones that are sort of just coming into it and may want to dip their toes in for the first time, that might put them off. So it's, I don't know, I could go either way, I think.
yeah, me too. The fact that they're, to be honest, the girls pushing that C grade, some of them are looking at possibly being above a C grade ability rider in that. So when they go out there and race with the boys, it gives them that little bit of competition for the leading riders too to push that little bit harder, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah.
We've had 3 states come and race. We're not getting a lot of local girls racing it, but from Tassie, South Australia, and New South Wales, and even we actually had Keely Scott down from Darwin again. So we've adopted her. Her parents are basically selling up to move back.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a look actually.
Well, they're not, but if they listen to this, I'm giving them the hint that it's possibly the best thing to do.
I had a look. Yeah, half the field of the girls' class was actually interstate riders.
Yeah, and like Keely's been, they lived down here for a bit and then moved to Darwin, and they just enjoy coming back. The Nash family from back at Smash, I think they live near in that area somewhere. Actually, I've given her a 125 bike to race this year, and which you can't beat. That's just great friendship, and they're a brilliant couple, the Nash family. So that's awesome that they do that.
Oh, definitely. All right, before we get into some of the results from Traralgon, we've got Horsham this coming weekend. How are entries looking?
Yeah, nearly identical, I think, to Traralgon. Pardon me. So that's looking really good for it. Yeah, the boys sealed the track up, expecting a bit of rain yesterday and that, and we only got 2 mil, so I think we're in for a brilliant weekend, so it should be good.
What's the weather for the weekend looking like?
17 degrees and a chance of a low chance of a shower, so
perfect.
I'll probably have that and then hit the pub Saturday night for a bit. Got to keep the tradition alive, Pete, yeah.
Got to stay well watered. Is that right?
That's right. I've got to lubricate the tonsils for Sunday. I've got to back it up. So.
Yeah, that sounds just like you, Kenny. Just like you. All right. So Traralgon, the racing was fantastic all weekend. I think part of that was obviously due to each class being like so stacked and full. There's so many riders on the gate. I don't think there really was one light on class. Yeah, it was pretty awesome all the way through from, the battles up front to the battles further back in the field as well. It was just great racing. I think the track formed up pretty well. We did see quite a few crashes over the weekend though. What was your take on that? Like, why do you think we saw a few crashes?
That side of it, I'm not real sure because it wasn't in front of me. There was a couple come in hot just in front of me and went over the back of the berm, but there wasn't many actually. Actually, there was one race there that was just like being in America watching a supercross. They come in and bounced off each other. That was pretty cool in front of me, but yeah, they were all keen and the weather was good, and I think the weather and the track conditions gave us some great racing, and when you have great racing, there's always going to be someone that gets the line taken out on them or whatever else. And I think it was pretty good for riders going down. A lot of them got up straight away and got back into it again, which is good.
Yeah. So, like always, we had quite a few riders that had a perfect day at Traralgon. I think we had 8 riders that went 1-1-1 on the day, which is, it's pretty crazy when you look at how deep the fields were, how many riders were there. So starting off Rd.2 in the Div 250cc class. I love watching this kid ride. He's just got like heaps of attitude, I think, when he rides. And I just got a small inkling that maybe that attitude is off the bike as well.
I actually don't know him personally, but he knows how to turn the throttle on, and he looked comfortable out there, didn't he, at that track? So he must be not sure if he's from that's his home track, but I suppose they ride there a lot with the gippies and things like that, and open practice days and that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's his home track. I don't think they're from out that way. I think he's just getting better and better. He rides pretty well in the sandy conditions. I know that. I think they do a little bit out at Rosebud as well. So, you know, his brother Trey, his older brother, he's following in his footsteps. So I think he's got someone to chase, and that's helping him improve and be better every time he goes out.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that. I probably did know that in saying that. But, yeah, when you get a couple of boys riding around together a lot more, you start doing things a little bit, you know, we can clear this, let's jump that, let's do this. Let's try and get a little bit quicker, and they push each other and they improve.
Yep. And they
create their own pro beaten's formula, whatever you call it, training technique of pushing each other and going well.
And they knock about a little bit with Max Laguerre as well. I think they're Trey, his Wright's older brother, and Max are sort of best buds. So, like you said, a bit of a cooking pot for these junior riders to hone their skills.
Yeah, yep.
So in the 65cc A grade class, now this was a small class, only 4 riders, but a kid from New South Wales, Zach Peters, I don't really know him, but he's the one who took that out with a perfect day.
Yeah, and I didn't know him either, to be honest. And he turned up and was riding really good. So, but we merged them with the B grade, so that B grade lineup of Mitchell McConaughey and people like that, you've got to be riding well to beat them, because he's on fire at the moment on the 65.
Yeah. I mean, Mitch and River, you know, they're probably 2 standouts in that class, and they're both always are going to be pushing those front boys, I think, even though they're only at B grade.
You know, that 65 class put on some great racing.
Yeah, they most definitely did. Speaking of River Taylor, 85 small wheel B grade, he took it out with perfect day on the small wheel. Yep. He was looking pretty good on the 65, but he had a massive crash in Moto 2, and I'm amazed because I actually saw that happen, that he bounced back to win the last race on the 85 after that.
Yeah, cool. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, he got back on. He got back on and finished the race on the 65, and then went on to win the last 85 small wheel race. But yeah, man, some of these little kids are made out of rubber, I think.
Yeah, it's something when you get a little bit older, the things start not
you don't bounce as well.
Whatever else.
Yeah, I can attest to that. Yeah. So on the 85 small wheel A grade, Lucas Poole, he's just continuing his form. I think he's going to be one of the future stars of the sport. It's going to be awesome to see sort of as he starts to progress, because I think the last couple of years he's sort of come into his own. He was pushing some of those top runners last year, like Mason Ezagalis, and they've all stepped up. So, I don't think there's...
young Bailey Thompson from Mount Gambier, he was riding well there too. So for him to be beating Bailey, he's on form at the moment.
Yeah, but they are from out that way. Traralgon is a home track for the Pools. So we'll talk about his little brother in a little while. But, I think they're always going to be strong at Traralgon. Now, on the 85 big wheel A grade, it was really, really nice to see this kid put a whole day together. He was untouchable. He was so fast. Connor Gillett.
Yeah, number 17. He finally put a day together and stayed on it.
Yep.
Showed us what he's capable of, because he always seems to have that little corner incident or something else, and then gets up again, but in the process has lost positions. And he put it together this weekend. It was really good.
Yeah. He rode 3 classes over the weekend as well. He was on the 85 big wheel, the 125 and the 250. So he's running triple duties. But on the 85 big wheel, which he doesn't ride a lot anymore, he was just untouchable.
Yeah, so I think that happens when you get on a bigger bike. The little one seems to be, this is nothing. I can flog this and throw it around, and gives you that little bit of confidence on that after being on the bigger bike. he can take that form, continue that on for the rest of the year, I reckon, on the 85. Look real good.
That'd be fantastic. I hope he takes it all the way to AJMX this year, because it would be great to see him, run one more year on the 85 at AJMX. And if he can carry that form, I think he's going to give a lot of those kids a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, just how old would Connor be? Like, he's got to be 14 or 15.
This will be,
I suppose, would he be?
This will be his last year on the 85.
So he's 16.
Yeah, or must be close to.
Yeah.
Cooper Ford, 125 A grade, went 111. Perfect day for Coop. He only raced the 125 at Traralgon, didn't race the 250.
Because he's too old now.
Yep.
This is what MA created that age group for a rider of Coop Ford's ability.
Yep.
To stay racing a 125 and go and race the World Juniors on a 125.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Whether he does it or not, but that's what MA's sole intention was, is we're sending kids to the World Juniors and they're 15-year-olds racing, that 16, nearly 17-year-old kid.
Yes. Yeah. I always forget that he's senior now, just because he's a little bit smaller. So, I always still think of him as a junior, but you're right. He's taken advantage of that age rule. And 250 A grade, another kid that's untouchable, Job Dunn. He's going from strength to strength. We say it, through all these shows, but just looks so good on that 250.
He does. And, and it's just, he's getting better and better, which is even better, So, because the boys behind him are no slouches at all, so.
And I believe he's still got another couple of years in MX3 as well. So it's going to be awesome to see how he progresses at the Pro MX level, given that he's got a couple more years racing that MX3 class. So he's definitely headed in the right direction, get some support from Yamaha. But, doing really well. And it's also always awesome to watch him out on track.
Yeah, 100%. He is good to watch. Good kid, good family. It's all happening for him, which is really good. They've put in the hard yards and getting rewards for it, which is justified then, isn't it?
Yep. 250 C grade. Now, he was the winner of our voucher, our $200 voucher at the last round, or for his efforts at the last round, I should say. And we're going to claim it. It's given him a boost of confidence because he's stepped it up again at Traralgon. Joby Beveridge, 250 C grade, had a perfect day, and he nearly went perfect in 125 C grade as well, going 211. But
he come and see me and said that was his first overall ever.
Yep, that's unreal.
Yeah, he comes over. Him and young Whitey come over talking to me a lot. They're good kids.
Yeah, he did well at the Gippies at Traralgon. I think he gels pretty well with that track. And, just stepped it up again. Just a little bit, another notch for the Vicks.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it, when you see kids doing that?
Yeah, and it shows how much the confidence plays a factor in their results and the way that they ride. You don't really progress your skills that quick. So ultimately, sometimes between first and fifth, it's literally a confidence battle. Like who comes into the day with more confidence, believes that they can win.
Yeah, and if Pete Wolf beats me last round, I come in a little bit hesitant that I can't beat him. That little bit of confidence, I reckon I might. It happens. It's good, isn't it?
It's very, very cool because it just adds a different dynamic, I think, that we don't necessarily see in other sports. And like that's what Chad Reed cut his teeth on when you listen to Ricky Carmichael talk about Chad Reed. The thing that shook him, like as in Ricky Carmichael, was Chad Reed's confidence was just, it was always there. He always thought he was the best guy on the track, even when he was having bad days. And a lot of the time that would translate into results. Yeah,
but unfortunately for Ricky, he didn't realise that's just the attitude of an Aussie. We go in pretty cocky all the time.
Yep. No, I love that with Jet Lawrence when they asked him, who's the best starter? And he says, me. Who's the best in ruts? Me. Who's the best at, coming from the back of the pack and making their way to the front? that's probably me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and he manages to somehow do it in a way that just doesn't come across as, like, I don't know, dislikable.
Yeah.
He's still, I don't know, there's still some humility there, but he's probably right.
Yeah. Nah, good. Why wouldn't you? He is the best. So belief starts within.
Yes. Does the confidence have to come from results, or like how do these kids build this confidence?
No, I don't think it's like, I don't believe it's from overall results. It's just putting in good performances, and you go, you know, I've just beaten a bloke that I probably never could have before, and then, they get on a high, and then that high takes them even further again, and a little bit more confidence. And once you start getting that belief that you can ride with that quicker rider, and then all of a sudden you start picking up his lines and everything else, and you start using them to your own advantage, and you become a better rider. So
no, and I mean that's one of the things I think with this championship that is so good, because there is so many riders. There's riders of all levels in every class. It allows these kids to develop because there is always that rider that's just in front of them.
Yep.
There isn't like 8 riders on the gate and a massive disparity in skills between each of them. There's enough riders that there's a transition of levels from the slowest kid to the fastest kid, and those steps aren't so massive and unachievable.
And it's good when you see a kid actually take that next step, though, isn't it? You're watching kids racing, and then all of a sudden you see that next step come out in his racing, and it's good to watch. And you see the parents smiling, and he comes back off the bike when he's finished his race, and he's got a grin from ear to ear because he's achieved something out on track that he hasn't been able to do, or whether it's stick with a rider or jump a jump or do something through an obstacle or something that's just gelled, and it's good.
Yeah, well, that's the perfect segue, Kenny, because this rider, I think he's always been good, but he was definitely a standout at Traralgon, and I think he's taken that next step. So the first of my notable mentions for round 2 of the Junior Vics was going to be Travis Poole. He went 1-1-2 to take out the overall in 65C, and he had a crash on the 85 small wheel, but he went 13-1-2. And I think I know that's probably the best I've ever seen him ride.
Yeah, cool. Well, you've seen him out that way a lot, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was on it.
Following in the steps of his older brother, but even on practice days, like I've seen him out, and he's now faster than his old man Troy as well. So Troy's got to resign to racing the old boys because he can't keep up with his kids anymore.
That'd be hard for a lot of vet riders to be able to keep up with their kids, to be honest.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's cool.
Yeah, you'd want to hope that on a 65cc that as a senior rider you'd still be able to beat your kid. But yeah, some of these kids are fast. So
yes.
You just got to swallow your pride and realise that you've passed the torch to the next generation. Did you have any notable mentions? I've got a couple more, but did you have any notable mentions?
Yeah, I have. I've got the girl rider out of Tasmania. She got second. She was absolutely turned it on the weekend.
Miller Kroll?
Giving Claire Pollard a run for her money. So
yep. So she actually took out the second race.
She had a great weekend.
Yep. Number 108.
Yep. And found out she's a twin. That's hence why I made her get up and receive her sister's plate.
Yes.
Her sister got second at round 1. She got third. And this time, unfortunately, her sister was sick and back in Tasmania, so she got up and received both plates, and then she took the next step and rode really good on that weekend. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah. Claire Pollard took out the girls' class. She had a great day as well. And Oakley Herdman in third. So I think she's been doing a lot of training out at Rimney, and it's showing now. Yeah,
she's slowly growing with confidence. She's a great little rider, but just that confidence. She probably doubts herself a little bit. I don't know why, because she is a really good little rider. So just something that it'll click soon, and she'll just,
take that next
show
step.
you the practice speed can come out on a racetrack.
Yeah.
She races with the boys a lot too, which gives her that extra push. So
Yeah, well, I had her on the podcast last year, and she said she actually likes racing with the boys for that reason, is she gets to mix it up, and it gives her someone to chase as well.
yeah, so this is her first year stepping up into the girls' class too. So she's only 12.
Yep. Tyler, her dad, he's done a lot of work with Joel Milesevic. He's got some experience, and I think he's going to sort of help shape Oakley into a very accomplished racer the way she's going.
Yeah, and she looks really good out there at the moment. So well done to her.
Did you have
up third.
Anyone else?
A little surprise packet for 250 A grade.
Mm-hmm.
Riley Delaney.
I don't know if that's such a surprise packet. Yeah.
Well, the surprise packet is he was injured. That was the surprise part of the whole package. He put a ripper weekend together, and unbeknown to me, when I said that he didn't go as well on his 250 at Colac, it was because he done the clutch.
Yep.
He blew a clutch up at Colac, and then they had bike issues with that, and then basically the 250 didn't get the rewards. But this time, bike no issue. Unfortunately, he had a few little things going on himself, to the point where he took on a tractor and lost, and got ran over by a little tractor, and fronted up at the Vix and put in a ripper race meeting. So
yep, still managed a third in 125 A grade, which is pretty damn impressive. And I actually had noticed him out on track and thought he was riding really, really well, and I didn't find out that he was injured until the end of the day.
Yeah, it's amazing how they can do that. Go out there and race with the best and put that effort in. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a bit of a surprise packet, finding out that he was injured. Getting the results that he did was good.
We hope you're enjoying the show. Here at Mental4Moto, we can only do what we do because of the sponsors who support us. So please stay tuned for a couple of brief ads and make sure you show these legends some love.
Are you getting arm pump, fatiguing after just a few laps, or feel like you're often fighting against your bike? Today's motorcycles have been designed and built to suit a broad range of riders, conditions, and riding styles. This one-size-fits-all approach, however, means that when it comes to your own riding, your bike is often not handling and performing at its very best. Whether you're a weekend warrior or an elite-level racer, Fastline Suspension will help you unlock your riding potential by ensuring your bike is set up perfectly for your specific needs. And with the right setup, you're guaranteed to go faster, fatigue less, and ultimately have more fun riding your motorcycle. So what are you waiting for? Contact Adam at Fastline Suspension now. Fastline Suspension, set up for maximum performance, precision tuned for you.
There's nothing more refreshing after a day at the track when you're sweaty, grimy and exhausted than taking a dip in the pool. Southeast Pools specialise in building high-quality fiberglass and concrete swimming pools across the Peninsula and Gippsland region and offer a range of designs to suit every lifestyle, yard size and budget. So pick up that phone, give Trav at Southeast Pools a call today and be ready to take the plunge this summer.
Hero helmets have won over 125 motorcycling world titles with world-renowned superstars including Antonio Cairoli, Jeffrey Hurlings, Martin Muscan, even Jason Anderson. From the world stage right down to the grassroots motocross scene, Arrow is the title sponsor of the Gippsland Motocross Championships and even supports up-and-coming local legends such as Memphis Stravina and Zayn McIntosh. As one of the lightest and safest helmets on the market, when it comes to protecting my most important asset, I choose Arrow as well. To check out the range of Arrow helmets, head into your local dealer today or click the link below to visit the website.
At Mental4Moto, our mission is to give the unsung heroes of Aussie motocross a voice. From grassroots racing right through to the biggest events in the country, sharing the stories you won't hear anywhere else. From the privateer chasing the dream, to the junior rider who's pushing for their first win, the mechanic who works late into the night to get the bike ready for race day, to the track builder who turns a pile of dirt into a work of art. This is the beating heart of our sport. We're able to bring these stories every week to thousands of Aussie moto fans thanks to the generous sponsors who share our vision. If you're interested in the advertising packages that we have available, or just want to show your support, Please check out our website, www.mental4moto.com, and we can tailor a package to suit your needs. Now, let's get on with the show.
Another rider in 125 A grade that we spoke about, but he's, again, very small statured, was Connor Gillett. So he had a great day on the 125 as well. I just wanted to mention that because he went 2, 4, and 10. Had a bit of a shocker in the last moto, but still ended up 4th on the day.
And you know he snuck over to the right side on his 250. You know that, Pete, don't you?
To the right side?
Yeah, to the right side. He was on a Honda.
Red bike, yes. Cause,
yeah, he did. I seen that. I thought, oh, good boy.
Yeah, that's Cade Bean's 250. That's why.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. But, yeah, I seen him on it. I thought, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, he can keep riding that.
Yeah, definitely. I think he likes the 250 as well. I think he's almost keen to give up the other two, but maybe it's the red bike. Yeah. He's got red fever, Honda fever. So
yeah, well, his coach is Brad Matheson, so Brad's heavily involved with Honda too, so which is cool.
Yeah, and
he better be still, because I think he is anyway.
Yeah, good coach, great rider, and a pretty awesome human as well. He's just a nice guy. So when you talk to him and you see him off the bike, you don't get the impression that he's an amazing rider, but man, he can throw a dirt bike around. He rips.
Yeah. He can ride different varieties of motorbikes.
Yeah.
Went into a bit of road racing a bit too, I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's such a humble guy. Like, you just don't get that feeling when you're talking to him.
Yeah, I'm glad he's passing on his knowledge down to those kids because,
I think he's got quite
Connor and a few others too.
Yeah, he's got quite a big crew now, I think, that he's training out east, sort of out Bairnsdale way.
And Willie Rickus.
Yep.
Willie Rickus and Annie Rickus. I think they ride with him a bit too.
Yeah, Cade Bean.
Yep. Cade Bean does, I know that. Yep.
My turn. Ryan Fatua, 3-4-1 to take the overall in 85 Big Wheel C. For me, he's, again, one of these riders that's sort of progressed over the last couple of years. So really cool to see him take out the overall on the 85 Big Wheel.
Ryan Fatua, did you say, Pete?
Yes.
That would be a 150 Honda.
Yes, but he's riding in the 85 Big Wheel class, which is...
Yes, on a 150 Honda.
Yeah.
And it stands out everywhere. You go, you can hear him down the back, on the gas, on the limiter, everywhere. It's so cool listening to that because it's the only bike out there you can hear of 4-stroke, compared to the rest of the 2-strokers. So.
And I use that to my advantage when I'm taking photos, Kenny, because I always know
when
when
he's coming. That's right. You can hear the limiter and then the exhaust comes later. So it's like the valves bouncing. And then you hear the valves bouncing first and then you hear the exhaust later. It's
he's got a cool little style as well. He doesn't mind throwing it around. So, and he's obviously racing the 250 now as well, but he's still pretty small on that.
Yeah, with his brother.
Yeah.
Yep, Jacob.
Yep, so both in the same class, fighting for family honours.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, they might be in the same class next year too, but it won't be C grade.
You reckon they're going to step up, both of them?
Oh, they're both putting on in the results that should consistently doing it too, which is where you've got to find them.
Yeah.
If they're consistently front runners, they're
going to step up.
We've got to push them up to give the other kids below them that opportunity to step up. So they just keep going. They've got 2 more rounds to finish off the series, so it's not done, but they're leading in the right way. So,
and that's one thing I like with having full gates is like there's no gimmies, there's no mistakes when it comes to grading. If the kids have podiumed and been at the pointy end of these classes, they're deserving to step up.
Yeah, it does make it a lot easier when you're racing at the state titles. It's a lot easier to get that over 4 rounds consistency, and also see that how they go in a full field and everything else. So it's good.
All right. So one thing I wanted to mention as a notable mention, because it was amazing to watch. I was filming both of these boys, and it made it very, very difficult as well. Max Cook and Xavier Brown in Moto 3 on the 65s, I think it was, They had a battle of all time. I've got to put the video together, but I've got about 4 or 5 clips. And in some of these clips, which are only sort of 10 seconds long, they're passing each other, twice. It was clean, and it was just relentless. Like every corner, they were taking different lines. One would go up the inside, one would be on the outside. They would go up the straight over a jump. The other one would get an advantage, stay a bit lower, lead into the next corner, then up the next straight. The other one would pass them. It was just a battle for all time. Like it was literally, when it comes to the junior racing, it was probably one of the best battles I have ever seen. It was so enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, and that's cool, isn't it? Xavier's, he's having a good season at the moment. So
yeah, it didn't have.
And Cookie must be riding good too, because Xavier's. So.
Yeah, didn't have the day at Traralgon that.
Not like Colac.
No, that was a little bit different.
Was a standout. It was like, where did this come from?
Yep.
And he's riding good, but like he didn't repeat Colac's. Yeah, that was amazing, Colac.
Is that because Colac is sort of closer to home and he hasn't done as many laps at Traralgon?
Like he obviously has been to, because they raced the Westerns, so he's obviously been to Colac before. But we only got one sand track in the Westerns.
Yep.
He might just like sand. I don't know. I don't know what his track is like, because he lives near Mason as a Galis somewhere, and is it near Gisborne or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to tell anyone that Mason lives in Gisborne, because the fans will be flocking to Gisborne to see him. So, no.
Well, speaking of Mason, so he was back after breaking his collarbone. He was obviously okay to ride, but it was awesome to see him, for the most part, keep it on 2 wheels and just score some points, I think, and then obviously
he scored enough that he's still sitting second in the championship. So
on the 85 big wheel, so he is still in that championship. I thought after he broke his collarbone on the Tuesday after Colac that was going to be his championship done, but he's still in it.
Yeah, I've seen him since Traralgon too, and looking to be starting to put it all back together again and getting that confidence on the bike. With his shoulder, the confidence, of being able to ride around. I think it's a mind game, isn't it? With once you've had something broken, is getting over that mind game for starters, and then you're back to where you come. One thing I probably should mention in the 85A grade, although Connor Gillett had a weekend on the 85, Kobe Binion stepped up. He had a really good Primex national round at
Canberra
and brought that form home with him, and finished second overall, bet Lewis J. Carafa.
Yep.
For the overall on the day, that's a good coup for Kobe, because he's been, just behind those other boys, and on the weekend he done it. So
podiumed in the 85 big wheel class at the Canberra Pro MX, which was pretty amazing.
Yes. Yep. And then to bring it home and continue riding good too, and put it together again at Traralgon. So
didn't have the same
he
sort
had
of
a
weekend.
great weekend at Traralgon. So
yeah, unfortunately didn't back it up this weekend at Toowoomba.
Yeah.
So
it can be brutal, can't it, the sport?
It can, but he's riding well. Like he's looking good, and he's competitive. So I think he's another one of these riders that's I think is improving.
Yeah, no, he's a good little rider. He was just behind the other boys the other week, so at Colac, and then to put it together at Traralgon was good. So
yeah, so this is one of my classes that I wanted to mention as a bit of a standout, because it was good racing all weekend. It's got some big names. Kobe Binion, obviously. Lewis Carafa's in this class. Nate Hargraves, Mason Ezagalis, Cruz Ebden, who came up from B grade last year and is starting to find some form in A grade as well. Ryder Plum, Jai Sellers, like Taj Tehenapi, Zach Kellett. Like, there is so many fast riders in this class. Blake Banich from South Australia.
Yeah. Young Birchie was right up there racing with Mason and put it down, and they took him off to hospital and had him checked out. He was all clear, and he's been back racing since. So
yep. Yeah, he's another one of these
Yeah.
riders that is improving and doing really, really well. Joe Birch. So.
Yeah, so he went from B grade small wheel to A grade big wheel, and it took him that transition took him a little bit longer than I thought it would have actually, because
I think he's physically a little bit smaller though as well. So, I mean, that's always makes it hard, that transition, I think, to the big wheel.
He's slowly shooting up a little bit.
Yep.
He's got his mother covered, but he won't beat BJ, his father, for a while yet. But yeah, he rode on the weekend at Ballarat and looked really good. So.
And the other class that I had as a standout was the 65 C grade class. We had another full gate again. It's just
again this weekend too, Pete. We're at
got
40
another one
again. Yes.
Yeah, it's just so good watching these guys out there. I feel like, other than Travis Poole, who dominant weekend at Traralgon.
Yep.
I think the top 3, 4, 5 riders maybe were fairly consistent, but after that, you could throw a blanket over them and they're just mixing it up, and they're all having good motos and not so good motos. But it makes for a really exciting day and really good racing.
Yeah, no, and it's where the sport needs to be, like the 50s and the 65s starting to get some good numbers in it, because, that is our future. So to have 40 racing the Vicks is good.
Yeah, and it's a real melting pot, the 65C grade class, because you've got the Div 2 kids that are racing the bigger bike, and then you've got the 85 small wheel kids that are racing the smaller bike as well. So it's a real mix.
Yeah, so because we run grading, we've got the exemption for the 5-year age gap. So we could have a 7-year-old kid on a 65, and we could have an 11-year-old kid, maybe even turn 12, after the 1st of January, if he's small enough to be still on it. So
that's a big
it's a big span of age groups. So
yes, yeah.
So,
but I mean, it's got to be a great experience for the younger kids to get into that mix, and obviously some of them you can see are sort of still acclimatizing to the bigger bike, the gears, the clutch. But it's got to be great, to be able to get in that mix and see what sort of pace it takes and how these older kids ride.
Yeah, 100%. And, when they go away and race their regions and things like that, they do race against the Bs and things like that anyway. So they get a bit of an understanding of where they sit and where they need to be down the track to get into that next group. So,
yeah. Did you have any?
But just to give them their own class at state level, get a little bit of confidence to go up helps.
Did you have any other classes that stood out for you that you wanted to talk about?
No, to be honest, I think we all done pretty good. Just the racing was really good at Traralgon. It was a warm day over, and made sure I set up a commentary tower, quick shade, and sat under that all day. And I seemed to be so popular. I'm not sure if it was the shade I was offering or they were after autographs, but I'm guessing it was the shade, because it was a warm day out there, and the racing was even hotter than the day was. So it was cool.
How did your auction go? Obviously, to raise some money for the MXGP kids at the end of the year.
Mate, I've been jagging $350 each round so far. This weekend at Horsham, I've got the Charlie Cannon jersey for the juniors, and I've also got a Charlie for the senior round at Rosebud. So I've got them two as my last 2 jerseys that I'll be doing, unless somebody comes to the front with a couple more for me for the final round at GV and at hopefully Broadford for the seniors in August. So
yep.
I've got to do a little bit of homework there. I've got some promises, but they're still got to come to the front yet. But
well, I'll see what I can do at the Pro MX. I've got a bit of a dialogue going with some of these riders, so I'll see what I can do, Kenny.
Yeah, that side of it's pretty cool. That people, all I do is put it up, show them what I'm auctioning off. I started the bids off at a couple $100, and I said, just come over and tell me what you're interested in. And people come over and say, I'll give you this. I said, no, you're not high enough yet. Come back and see me when you've decided a bit more. And unbeknown to them, no one else had bid it. I just wanted more money. No, I'm honestly telling them the truth. So
yep.
Yeah, they just, one bloke said, how much have I got to pay to win it? I said, how much are you going to offer? And he told me a price. I said, no, you're not in the hunt. He goes, all right, I'll give you 350. And I said, you've choice.
It's
Yeah,
good.
the other one was a phone call. So a phone call from a bloke wanted it.
Yep.
Yeah, I do anything. Facebook, phone calls, messages, you name it. If you're keen on a jersey and helping the kids get to Darwin, you're in the hunt. Just do it during race day. So
Awesome, Kenny. You're doing an amazing job with that. And I look forward to seeing it again this weekend and seeing how the Charlie Cannon jersey goes. I mean, she's racing over in the US at the moment.
We've got our own Victorian Emma Milicevic racing over there too now. So Emma, Taylor McCutcheon and Charlie. So that's cool.
Yep, going head-to-head with the best girls in the USA. So
Then we're chucking Joel Milicevic on a 250 in the MX1 class, I think.
Really?
I think so. He's racing.
I didn't know that. Yep.
Yeah, he's still there. And next minute, Emma's going over too. So watch this space this weekend, Pete. It's going to be cool.
Fantastic, mate. There's between Horsham and the first round of outdoors in the US, it's going to be all action this weekend.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a great weekend for racing, and followers of racing too to come to Horsham and watch it. You got to make sure, Pete, when you come to Horsham, you go past the cannon, get to the top end go-kart grandstand, and bang straight in the infield and go and watch the best riders going through the whoops. See, a lot of people don't know it's down the back because it actually drops off. So you can go for a walk now and see the new. We've got a triple T, which is banned in motocross, but it's just a step up made by two dumb truck drivers and a tattooist.
And that's going to be there this weekend?
Yeah, we've had it made. Yeah, we made it.
Yep.
Me and Tony and Jason Thomas, the club president, they called it the triple T. So, no, it's cool. And it's some, with the changes we made last year, it's come up good.
I can't wait. I love Horsham. It always makes for some good riding. I think we've been a little bit later in the year. I think last year for the seniors, so it got a bit grotty in the morning. It was very cold and didn't dry up. But I'm really looking forward to seeing it race this weekend.
Yeah, and for some kids, they've not raced off a mesh gate, and something else that you either love or hate. The first corner is a right-hander, so not very often that happens. So.
Well, it's something I think, they've got to get some experience on. The Prime Exit at Toowoomba last weekend, they've got mesh gates up there, so it's something you do see at the highest levels. Obviously for Supercross as well, they're using mesh gates everywhere now, so it just changes the dynamic off the start a little bit. I think it makes it harder to get to break out from the pack. It's a bit of a leveler. So
it does that, But it's also the confidence of the riders too, those that have got a bit of mesh at home that are trained on. Yeah, you can get a good start there.
Oh, fantastic. So for the listeners that have hung around till the very end of this, I wanted to announce, as I said at the last episode, we've got a $200 voucher for Peter Stevens to give away. And the winner for a bit of a standout performance at Traralgon, definitely stepping it up a notch, is going to be Travis Poole. So, congratulations, Travis. I'll bring that with me to Horsham and, give it to you in the morning.
Well done, Trav. Good work.
Yep. So, also, one other thing that I wanted to mention, I did say that we would have some interviews at the end of this episode, but I've changed the format a little bit. So for the seniors, I actually did some 5 to 10 minute interviews on race day with 3 or 4 riders, and I'm going to do the same this weekend at Horsham. So if you're keen on doing an interview, I'll probably do 2 maybe at the end of Saturday and another 1 or 2 at the end of Sunday. So if you're around at the end of the day and you're keen on doing an interview, and then that'll be released as its own podcast.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, shoot me a DM or hit me up on the weekend and we'll make it happen.
No worries, mate. That sounds awesome. That sounds really cool doing that.
Yeah, it's a little bit of fun. So, I feel we get a bit more of a candid response from the riders too, and it's at the end of the day, so everything's fresh. So I really actually enjoy doing that at the Senior Vics at Edenhope. So I'm looking forward to carrying that over to Horsham as well.
Yeah, just a reminder for those people that have got a good little business going in the background, want to give it a plug, contact Pete from Mental4Moto and be the August sponsor of the Vic Title podcast. I reckon it's got your name written on it.
August, yeah.
August.
We'll line them up nice and early.
That's right. Get into Pete. We'll get it happening.
I love it, Kenny. Thank you so much, mate. Thanks for coming on for a chat.
No worries, mate. It's a pleasure once again.
Yep. I look forward to catching you on your home stomping ground in a couple of days.
Yeah, you will do. Hopefully everything goes to plan and we have a ripper. Got a coffee. We've got a spud van each night, Friday night and Saturday night. So, yeah. And actually, not pushing it, but the spud van done a ripper feed for me at the Westerns. Yeah, I'm going to have one Saturday night again, I reckon.
I am very partial to a baked potato, Kenny. So,
yeah,
you've got me.
Well, when you get up there Friday night, Pete, just sneak up to the spuddy van and grab one. I don't think they're that dear either. So,
mate,
I got the bacon works or whatever it was. It was nice.
Yeah, I'd probably give my left arm for a baked potato, Kenny, and it's a good incentive for me to not get to the track at like 1 a.m. So
that's all right. Come early, Pete.
Get a baked spud.
Yep, and check it out.
Look forward to it, mate. Well, that brings us to the end of this episode. If you like these shows, you know the drill. Please like and subscribe and share to your stories so we can keep growing the sport and these podcasts. Massive thanks, Kenny, for coming on to co-host, and to Danacon Glass and Aluminium Windows for bringing you this episode as well. And to our partners here at Mental4Moto, Fastline Suspension, Southeast Pools, Iro Helmets, Ultimate Toy Haulers, and the May sponsor of the Mental4Moto Motocross and Supercross wall calendars, Civilite Civil Construction. And most of all, thanks to you guys for listening. On behalf of Mental4Moto, I've been your host, Pete Wolf. Until next time, see ya.